Yeah. Boy, you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mia. If you're new here, or Mia K, I make a radiology content, style, beauty, and radiology. That's my content that I make. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump into this video. So today's video is going to be about why I chose radiology. I don't think I ever really touched on it, but I decided, so okay, let me make a video. I went to Stephen F. Austin University, Axum Jacks. I went to SFA in Nacogdoches, and I started off as a biology major. And whenever I was doing biology, I wanted to be an optometrist. So that's the goal. Like, okay, I want to be a doctor. And it was rough, y'all. Rough, challenging. So I ended up changing my major when I was a junior. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I was switching to health science. During that time, me switching to health science, one of my professors, she had a non-profit that she works with, and they educate women about health, and then they also give out free mammograms. And I was like, now right before that, my mom was like trying to like help me decide like what I want to do, and she's like, oh, do you want to do ultrasound? I'm like, no, I think pregnancy, I don't want to do no transvaginal ultrasounds. I don't want to stick nothing up nobody, nothing. She had talked about the mammogram, how they educated women about their health and give out free mammograms. I was like, this resonate with me because I love helping the community, and I feel like minorities in particular don't really have the access to the health that they need. And if I can be able to educate women about health and also provide a healthcare service, that's amazing. That time my mom had to get a mammogram. She had to go get a diagnostic mammogram. My mom was telling me how the tech that did her mammogram made her feel comfortable, and she was like, I think you'll be good at this. So I had to get an internship with my health science degree, and time COVID was just about to happen. And so I asked God for confirmation. I said, God, I need to know. Okay? I need to know this is what I need to do, because the one thing about me is when I start something, I like to finish and I don't like to give up. So when I had changed my major to biology, from biology to health science, I was not willing to give up. Like, and my class was like, oh, I'm a CT tech. I said, okay. And so I had messaged privately, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, I was thinking about going into radiology. Can you give me a little bit more insight? He was like, yeah, I went to Tyler College, TJC, to get my, you know, my associates in radiology, and now I'm getting my bachelor's. And he was just telling me about it, and I was like, okay, cool. Something else happened, I don't know, but I had got like 3 confirmations, but that's the one I really remember. I had found this mammogram place, Solace. I had found them, and I had emailed the director. She didn't email me back, so I said it's okay. So I pulled up so I pulled up on her, literally. I dressed to impress. I said, I'm here to talk to Christina. And they was like, oh, who are you? I'm like, I'm Mia. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, run, get Christina out here. Meeting her, and whenever I had met her, she was like, oh, Mia, like, I know exactly who you are. And I'm like, that's crazy, because mind y'all, she have not replied to none of my emails. So I was telling her, I'm like, hey, like, you know, I'm thinking about going to get my limited license at this school in Dallas. And she was all like, no. She said, if you know you want to do radiology, and like this is something that you know, you cannot. She said it will be pointless. You'll be paying $2,000, almost $3,000 for your limited, and where are you gonna get paid? $16, $18? She said that's not worth it. Do not do that. Go to radiology school, apply for it. Once you apply for it, come back. I said, okay. I said, okay, well, thank you so much for your honesty, you know. And at the same time, I'm looking for an internship. So I pop up at places. I'm the type person, I was calling places like, hey, like, do y'all taking interns or whatever? Mind you, this is COVID. Like, COVID had just happened, so everybody went to the crib. On doctor's offices, no, we're not taking any internships. No. First internship, my first internship was at an imaging center in Dallas, and it was not a good experience. As mind you, for school, when my health science degree, I needed an internship in the field that you want to be in. So I'm like, okay, I want to do, or they had the option where you can opt out, you could just do research, but I'd rather see day to day because I'm trying to confirm that this is what I want to do. And so I go there the first day, I get the interview, and y'all, I kid you not, when I was on my interview, her husband interviewed me, not him. Her husband interviewed me, and we was literally talking. This man moved his chair back, stands up, and I'm like, first of all, I am still talking. Like, I am still talking, and you just stand up and just like was like, okay, thank you. And y'all, when I tell you, I had got in my car and I cried. I had called my best friend and I told her what happened, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm crying, I didn't get it. And she was just like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm like, no, like I'm crying, like why did I not get this internship? I'm gonna find out I did get the internship, but from that moment there, I should have known that it's not gonna work out. So I only saw 3 exams, 3 memo exams. Then they tried to hire me for compensation of $10 an hour. Not in the economy I live in, sorry honey, no. And it was just so much drama that happened there, and I'm so glad I did not let that experience pursuing radiology, because that's just a little tip of the iceberg of what happened. Internship was over. Still need to know if this is a career that I want to go in, I want to embark on. So I'm like, okay, let me find a job at the imaging center, see how the day-to-day is. I need to know before I go ahead and pursue it. End up having an interview at an imaging center, which is the imaging center I work at still. The person who interviewed me, she was like the center director, and she was an x-ray tech as well. And my time at the job I work at now, I have learned so much. So I learned how to start IVs, I learned patient care, like I learned positioning from school, knowing that I could educate women about health and give back to my community. That's when I was like, okay, I know I want to do radiology, but I want to do mammo and I want to do MRI. Started x-ray school. It was never just to be an x-ray tech. It was never to be like, okay, I'm an x-ray tech, RTR, that's it. It always been to have RTR, MR. It always been to have that. So I say all this to say that that is what I want to do. And thank you guys so much for watching my video. I know it's been a minute. I just appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.